Hey guys, Happy New Year. Now that it's the New Year, it's the perfect time to get in the gym and work out if you haven't been, or change up your workout if you've been doing the same thing for a long time. The following workout is something that I started doing shortly before the holidays. It's simple but pretty effective. And as you might be able to guess, it incorporates a lot of squats. And like I've said before, squats are good for everything. Building muscle all over your body, getting better grades, and getting a girlfriend. Now I encourage everyone to do squats and go heavy, girls included, which is one of the reasons I included my good friend Rachel in this video. I often hear a lot of girls say things like, oh, I don't want to lift heavy, or I don't want to work out like guys do because I don't want muscles like guys. As if somehow working out that way will turn them into a bodybuilder with a girl's head on top. And that's just not the case, because for one, girls' bodies just don't produce enough testosterone to build that kind of muscle. And two, as you can see from Ray, who's been lifting really heavy and doing so-called guys workouts, it's the best way to get lean and toned, not massive and bulky like a lot of people think. Now for the actual squats, I'm a big believer in going as deep as your body will allow you to go. And for most people, this is lower than you think you can go, or lower than you're going now. And this starts with putting your feet and the bar in the right place. The bar should be low on your upper back, sitting right below the upper part of your traps. Putting it there moves your center of gravity back and takes pressure off the lower part of your spine, especially at the bottom of your squat. Like I used to rest the bar too high on my upper back and actually rub the callus on my spine. It's just a callus, I promise. It's not a tumor. With your feet shoulder width apart, drop your hips back and keep your chest up. And it's okay if your knees go slightly in front of your toes. It's natural to maintain balance. Just make sure your back is straight. What you don't want to do is slide your knees forward first. You want to drop your hips back and sit into it. Keep your chest up and keep the lower part of your back straight. So the workout starts with a pre-workload set of 10 reps at approximately 30 to 40% of your 1 rep max. If you don't know your 1 rep max, that's okay. Just pick a weight that you can do for 10 to 12 reps without too much difficulty. Here, Ray is only weighing in at like a hair over 100 pounds, so this is actually quite a bit of weight for her already. Personally, I don't like to move up weight too fast, so my next set is a 50% workload. And at these lighter loads, this is still technically part of the warm-up. Here, Ray's moved into the squat cage and set the safety bars. In case you're squatting by yourself, you can always dump it on the bars if you can't get it up. My last set of warm-up is at about 70% of my 1 rep max, and I do about 5 of them to conserve energy for the actual work sets. Here, Ray's working at 115% of her body weight, putting me to shame, doing 12 reps, with plenty left to go before she actually starts to go heavy. Once warmed up, for the actual work sets, I've been doing 5 sets of 5 reps at 315 pounds, which is approximately 80% of my 1 rep max. If you need a spotter, use one or set the safety bars just in case if you're going to be hitting the limits of fatigue in this workout. Notice even at this heavy weight, Ray's back is completely straight and the weight is centered right over the middle of her body. And again, girls, don't be afraid to go heavy. You're not going to look like Arnold. Now 5 sets of 5 at 80% is not easy, but it's effective, as I've seen my own squat capacity go up quite a bit from this. And again, don't be afraid to go low. The most benefit from the squat comes from that deep squat. If you can't, lighten the load, work on that flexibility until you can. And also, if you plan on going heavy, use the safety bars, use a spotter, and make sure your form is good. Don't be afraid to push it, but be safe. After the squats, I'll usually go and do 5 sets of single leg dumbbell squats, 5 on each leg. To do this, you're going to hold 2 dumbbells, 1 in each hand, and put 1 leg on the bench behind you and the other leg that you're going to work in front of you. Remember to keep your chest and your head up, your arms straight, and your back should be completely straight throughout the motion. Again, it's okay to let your knees go slightly in front of your toes, but not too much. Work with your feet positioning to make sure that doesn't happen. I like to really push it with these, so I start with 45 pounds and do 2 sets on each leg for 4 sets total. Drive hard through your heel and really focus on your quad and your butt with that good stretch in your hamstring at the bottom. Do whatever weight you can do with an emphasis on safety. Your body is going to be tired after the squats. And for the last set, I just go as heavy as I can for around 5 reps. And finally, to finish off the workout, these days I've been doing some type of short circuit. These are burpee box jumps, basically a box jump combined with the drop down push up. And the goal here is try to get your heart rate as high as possible. So here we're going to be doing 10 burpee box jumps with a minute rest in between and do 10 sets of that. I'm not gonna lie, these really suck, but anything worth doing is going to be hard, so push through it. So try it, let me know how it goes, and again, I really appreciate you guys for your support.